morning's Fox 21 Business Insider. The City Planning Commission recently voted 6-2 to deny an appeal of the Project Taurus data center, keeping the project on track, but some people still have questions about what comes next, what it means for taxpayers, and why companies like this are investing here.
Okay, with us right now is Bonnie Goff, Vice President of Economic Development. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here. So this is a big talker, of course. So where does this project stand right now, and what are the next steps?
As Abby indicated, the Planning Commission upheld the administrative decision 6-2. Today marks the last day that appeals are being accepted by the city. Should an appeal come in objecting this project, they will then take it to City Council. And so we'll see a City Council meeting planned sometime in the future where this project would be reviewed for its final decision.
Okay, so some viewers are still asking, why does Colorado Springs need a data center? And what's the economic case behind that?
So this is really coming down to critical infrastructure. So if you think about your healthcare records, our military records, our even like everything that we're doing from down to the grocery store to our schools records, we have about 5% capacity remaining in the United States for data centers. If we run out of that 5% capacity, those are going to be built somewhere else. Do you really want your healthcare records held in a different country? Do we want our kids' school records going to a different country? So it's important is having those infrastructures built right here in our community, because not only does it have that economic impact, but it also keeps a lot of that critical information very protected.
All right, critics also point to the relatively small permanent workforce. So is this the right way to measure the project's economic impact?
So every project is vetted and evaluated on very different things. But one of the things that a lot of companies ask is, do you have the workforce to support what we're trying to do in your community? And the answer for Colorado Springs is a resounding yes. We have an amazing workforce here, from our transitioning military personnel to people who have high-level college education. This project specifically is looking to hire around 95 individuals that are going to make about 2.5 times the average wage of El Paso County citizens. So most of their wages are going to be greater than $130,000. Now, we can't just look at the people working inside of the building. We have to look too to the economic impact outside of that building. We're talking about over 700 construction workers that it's going to require in order to bring that building up to what the company needs. 330 businesses across all of Colorado Springs will be impacted by this specific company coming here because of that secondary economic impact. So it's not just about who they're hiring, but it's about what they're helping our community strive afterwards.
Okay, we know data centers aren't necessarily welcomed in a lot of communities, but why are they choosing Colorado Springs for investments like Project Taurus? And should people expect to see more projects like this?
So as I had mentioned, when we're evaluating projects that are thinking about coming here, it comes down to a couple different things. So it comes down to our workforce, it comes down to a site, and then it comes back to the community and what we're able to wrap around. Every company that is going to come here or think about coming here is different. So none of them are the same. So I'm not saying that every data center is going to be welcome to Colorado Springs, or every aerospace and defense company would be welcome to Colorado Springs. We're really going to look and see if it's a good fit. This one is a good fit because this building has stood underutilized for over 25 years. There's stranded assets. It's not, contributing to our sales tax. Just alone in 1 year, this building contributes $3 million in just property tax. And once this company moves in, we're looking at a potential $119 million in sales tax in the first year. Why is this important? We all want more parks, we want better protection, we want nicer roads, but none of us really want to pay more in taxes. So think about it like going to a potluck. If you invite a bunch of friends to the potluck is really good, right? If you only invite a few friends, they have to bring more. We as the community, as Colorado Springs citizens, we don't want to pay more in taxes. So by inviting companies in like Radin, that allows them to increase the pie without us having to carry the burden of nicer parks, nicer roads, and more safety.
Okay, so with the city facing ongoing budget challenges, how do projects like Project Taurus affect the city's long-term financial future?
Going back to just what I said with
Yeah.
that, $119 million in that first year, this is going to be a long-term relationship. And when we recruit companies that can contribute to that pie, we all benefit. This is going to bring, the 95 jobs, 700 construction workers, and it's also not going to have a really big impact on Garden of the Gods. If you think about Garden of the Gods Road at 5 o'clock at night, do we want to add 3,000 more jobs over there? No. So we need to think about these sorts of things. Do we want this building to remain empty, not bringing in sales tax, not paying property tax, sitting there empty for who knows what to happen inside of it? All of these things are boxes that we look at when we're evaluating these projects, and this one just happens to check all the boxes. And it's also important as as Colorado Springs continues to be at the forefront of aerospace and defense, and I mean really at a national level, do we want to send out the message that we are not open for business? Projects like this send that message that we are willing to work with companies that are willing to support our community.
Okay, well, for more information about this and other topics impacting local business, go to socodigest.com or the cscedc.com.